2 hands. Lift it up and put it on the table. Okay? Now, okay, gently, that's meat.
Always gently, gentlemen. Hey,
Okay,
don't
now,
move, don't move.
We're going to go this way. Lift it up, 2 hands, spin it around with the head going that way. Very nice. Thank you, gentlemen.
Kareem, I told you to shower. Shower daily.
Yeah, he did that on me, Reem. That's what you up. Yo, I'm about to beat you up, son.
Okay. My name's Joe Tuna. I guess some of you know me, some of you don't. I'm very pleased to be here at the John V. Lindsay WILDCAT Academy. I'm going to give you a little tuna lesson today. This thing here is called the sashibo, tuna probe, whatever you want to call it. Japanese for it is sashibo. Is a hollow tube in the middle, and I'm going to stick it into the tuna. Now, this meat is in quadrants. There are loins in here. You'll see that later on in a little while. But the solid part is going to go in the hole, and I'm going to take a core sample. Everybody see that? That core sample of that tuna? That tells me what color that fish is when I cut it. Okay? The second thing that you do when you're checking the grade of a tuna is you're going to make a tail cut. You see it was made already here, see? I'm going to go up a little higher. And you're going to take a cross section. This is a yellowfin tuna. Again, there is a cross section of the meat inside. Okay? That's a very pretty tuna. Don't look that way, right? It doesn't look what you see in like the stuff you see in a can. But that's an albacore. What you see in the can is an albacore. This is a yellowfin tuna. See the little yellow fins here? The fish is sleeker. It's more slender than a big eye. There's 3 major types. There's 4 tunas that are commercially sellable. One is the albacore, which you get the canned tuna from. Then there's yellowfin, there's big eye, and the bluefins are the big giants.
Got a quick question for you.
Shoot.
Let's say we're shopping at our local grocery store.
Right.
And we're looking at the fish that they already have cut up in tuna steaks for us and telling
Right.
us it's yellowfin tuna. How can we know that it's really
Can't.
yellowfin tuna? You can't?
Can't tell it. Can't tell it. That's a difficult thing. And that's why I tell people you have to come out of a relationship with your fishmonger, because you're never going to know exactly. I could tell you the 4 major things that go to judge the quality of a tuna. They're very subjective, they're very precise, but I could tell you and I could explain them all explicitly, but it really is quite difficult to get it down. The one thing is firmness. Everybody, I want to come over here and feel how firm this is. Starting over here, come on, come on, stretch. Step over here, up in the front here. Up in the front, come on. We ain't got much time on this film, so let's get going. I want you to feel it. No, feel that. Feel that. See how firm that is. Come on, everybody. I want you to. Come on, come on. Get your hands in here.
Come on,
feel
guys.
That. You see how firm that is? Did you try this? All right, nice and firm.
Gotta find the fish.
This is a yellowfin tuna. Like I said, it's a yellowfin tuna.
Where y'all find these at?
Excuse me?
Where y'all get these fishes from?
Where did I get this fish? This is from the Gulf of Mexico. Okay?
Sure.
The second thing is first the firmness, then is the color, then is the translucency, which is the shine, the way the light hits the fish. After I cut this, you're going to see the shine. You're going to see how translucent it is. And the last thing is fat. I could explain all of these 4 items to you for hours, and it would still take you about 5 to 6 years to actually figure out what I'm talking about. Okay? We're going to start off by just giving this a rinse, and I'm going to start cutting this. The head, this is where the head is. This is the first portion I cut. I'm going to make a incision here and cut the collar off. This is something...
Go ahead.
This is something you don't want to throw away. This makes a great stock. Okay? Then I'm going to flip the fish over.
Joe, how long have you been cutting
fish up.
A
so
while.
the kids can understand
A while.
that this takes a long time.
This takes a long time. Don't expect to watch me. Oh,
It's only a little bit of fish. Don't worry about it.
it ain't gonna hurt you. All right, now, everybody notice there is an imaginary but not imaginary line right here. This is the lateral line, okay? This incision here is where the fish was bled. They take the blood out so the meat it doesn't taste bloody, okay? On a yellowfin, you go about, I'd say, a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch towards the belly side of that lateral line. Make your incision, and then angle the knife towards the back side.
Are those pin bones are cutting through the
Yes. Yes. If I did this right, this should come right off. No, make the other incision yet. Okay. Now I'm coming up the back of the fish. And I'm going to peel back the skin. No, the skin's useless. Now I'm going to run the knife along the bone. I made an incision, and I'm going to feel that bone. Now, that's a loin of tuna. You can see it's a nice flesh, decent color. Here's those the pin bones that you heard me cutting through. All right? Now, I'm going to cut through the fish, and then I'll finish trimming the loins off. Go from...
Stop.
This anal fin is going to come straight up the back of the fish. Another beautiful loin. Now, excuse me. These are the belly fin, the belly bones. Come around them, and then kind of like scoop. Now, can everybody see this? This is the belly of the fish. This is the fattiest portion of the fish. That means that it's got the most taste, most flavor. Does anybody here eat sushi?
Start asking questions about it.
Toro, you know what toro is? It's the fatty portion of the belly.
It's the most coveted part.
Okay, that's the most coveted part, exactly.
Now, when you went to go get this tuna, did you go to a place where there's a tuna biddy? Because I know that I've seen a lot on that, and
that's
people
auction.
really bring a
This
lot of
tuna
money
was
out of it.
donated to me by a company named Centrone Tuna in Houma, Louisiana. I've known one of the principals for quite a few years, I'd say more than 30 years. I gotta say, that's pretty. That's not like what you'd expect a tuna to look like, right?
Beautiful.
Yes. Huh? How can I take the smell of tuna? It's not the smell of tuna, brother. It's the smell of money.
There you go.
The more you know about tuna, the more money you can make. Okay, now I'm taking that bone out of this. I'm going to show you guys how to... I want to leave this fish here with you. After I finish boning it, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to make it in sections, and you can make the cubes. I want to make a class out of that. And you can make cubes and put them on the skewers that we're going to cook on Friday. Okay? Now comes the hard part. I'm going to go underneath the bone on the other side.
Stop.
This would not be cool if I cut my hand, right? Now, I'm riding, remember before I said I was riding the bone? I'm riding the bone the opposite way. If you can see, on this side, you can actually see. You see the knife through the bone?
Yeah.
See, you got that? You see, anybody see that knife on the other side of the bone? You see the knife? I'm moving the knife on the other side of the bone? Okay? So I'm riding this bone through the other side. You see that? And I just missed the bone. Stupid. Anyway. And I'm going up that whole carcass. Okay?
Excuse me.
Yes.
How much for the fish? That size goes?
This cost, I would say, landed in New York cost about $7 a pound. Now,
That's about what, 100 pounds, right?
no, it's about a 70 pounder.
70 pounder, there we go.
All right, Joe,
How much
stop.
is that,
Stop. Let me get in the
Garcia?
front, Joe. Excuse me? Can you get in there?
Now, I just made a hole right here in this bone over here, right? That's my handle. Now, sharpen my knife. I got my handle. Now I'm going to cut those bones. One at a time, little chops.
That's fine, right?
Yes, it is. You might not want to stand there. Last time I did this, I went right through. Okay? Almost see through it. I haven't done this in a while, and it's still pretty good.
Don't cut
Okay?
your fingers.
If you were working in a kitchen, every bit of this is usable. This here is going to make the tuna stock that we're going to make for Fridays. Anybody working on the barbecue on Friday?
5 of these lucky people will get a chance to come and work.
Well, I'm going to make a tuna-based tomato sauce. It's going to be extremely spicy, and all the meat that you see here that I left on the bone is going to be floating in that sauce. Now that may sound disgusting to some of you, but it's better than beef. I'm telling you, it's better than beef. Okay? Make that incision through the skin. Again, another piece of sinew. This is sinew. You don't want in there. Another completed loin.
Is there bones in that loin?
No. I have to think about that for a minute. This is the rest of that spine that I left in. Okay, go backwards. Now, remember I told you to scoop? You gotta scoop. That's the belly bones. Here's that toro. Now, finest kind. Now, this is the belly. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this, the inner skin, the membrane off. If you take the membrane off of a piece of beef or a skirt steak or veal, You guys do that?
Skirt steak. This group is culinary one. They haven't seen much meat yet.
Okay.
That's going to be next.
Then I'm going to take the skin off of this. That's pretty much the same thing as, see what I mean? This is the hard skin underneath. This is the way you'd skin just about any fish. You firmly grasp the skin and just jiggle the knife, and pull. I'm pulling the skin.
Look at how little meat is left on that
Okay?
skin.
Look how little is left. Now, you can look at there's segments here. There's lines in between here. There's one more bone in here. You see that bone lodged in there? That's a boneless piece of toro right there. Now, what I would do is on a low grill, a very low heat grill, season that, salt, pepper, a little cayenne, salt, or celery powder, and grill that, and I'm telling you, better than beef.
Sounds like we're going to have a tasting plate
Okay.
tomorrow, guys.
Now, I'm going to show you one of the loins. I don't know how much time we have on the tape, but I'm going to show you what to do with one of the loins. I think you stop there for a second.